Test. Good afternoon. My name is Patrick Wojtek, Assistant Principal at Thornton High School. We'll be starting the graduation ceremony in just a moment. Thank you for silencing your cell phones before we begin. Also, in order to maintain the dignity of the ceremony, we respectfully ask that family members not approach the stage for photographs. Professional photographers will be taking photos that will be available to families for purchase. In a moment, our processional will begin. We ask that audience please stand as the processional begins and remain standing throughout the processional. In addition, please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem. Thank you.
say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Please be seated. Thank you to Alexis Amaya. Thank you to Alexis Amaya for singing our national anthem this afternoon. My name is Angel Zamudio Gallegos, Student Body President. Standing beside me is Angela Ricardo Garcia, Senior Class President, and Ruth Ramirez Rosales, Student Body Vice President. Many people helped our seniors to reach this moment. The class of 2019 would like to begin by taking a moment to thank their families and friends for their continued love and support these past 4 years. Trojans, please stand and take a minute to express your gratitude and thank your family and friends for their guidance and encouragement throughout your high school career.
We would also like to recognize the incredible staff of Thornton High School for the support they have provided us the past 4 years. Much of our success can be attributed to their dedication and the true family atmosphere they have created at THS. On behalf of the class of 2019, we thank you.
At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our 2019 valedictorians and salutatorians. The valedictorian from our standard curriculum, including honor classes, is Stephen Helgeson. We had a two-way tie for valedictorian from our International Baccalaureate Diploma program. Hao Lu and Ann Do. Finally, the overall THS valedictorian is Ann Do. The salutatorian from our standard curriculum, including honors classes, is T. Lung. The IB Diploma Program salutatorian is Robert Fath. Finally, the overall THS salutatorian is Hao Lu.
Hi, my name is Andal. At this time, we would like to introduce the platform guests and the Thornton High School administration. Honored guests, please stand when your name is called. We would like to recognize and thank the following Adams 12 administrators for joining us this afternoon. Mr. Christopher E. Godowski, Superintendent of Adams 12's Five-Star School. Ms. Priscilla B. Strawn, Chief Academic Officer. Mr. Lee F. Peters, Executive Director of Secondary Schools.
We would also like to recognize and thank you the Adams 12 Board of Education for joining us this evening. Ms. Kathy D. Plomer, President of the Board of Education. Ms. Laura P. Mitchell, Vice President of the Board of Education. Mr. Norman L. Jennings, Secretary of the Board of Education. Ms. Jamie L. Lockley, Board of Education member. And Mr. Brian Batts, Board of Education member.
Finally, we would like to recognize members of the THS administration, staff, and honored students. Ms. Jennifer Scribella, Principal. Mr. Sean Montoya, Assistant Principal. Ms. Karen Shea, Assistant Principal. Mr. Patrick Wojtek, Assistant Principal. Mr. Neil Maker, Teacher and Faculty Herald. Mr. Jeremy Miller, Teacher and Faculty Herald. And Mrs. Kristen McCloskey, Faculty Speaker.
Mr. Angel Zamudio Gallegos, Student Body President. Mr. Angelo Ricardo Garcia, Senior Class President. Ms. Ruth Ramirez Rosales, Student Body Vice President. Ms. Gia Ibanez and Mr. Halu, Senior Class Speakers. At this time, I would like to introduce our senior speakers, Ms. Gia Ibanez and Mr. Halu.
Thank you, Ann. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2019, we would like to welcome all faculty, alumni, friends, families, and guests to Thornton High School's 44th commencement. It is an honor to be standing up here in front of all of you today, and we would like to take this time to thank those who have supported us.
We could not have come this far without the support of our amazing families, wonderful friends, extraordinary educators, mentors, and of course, each other. Today is the final shout out, the last hurrah, the finish line, the conclusion of 4 tremendous years. And a very special thanks goes out to all of our younger siblings who are already bored and asking how much longer. Don't worry, your turn is not far away.
Well, class of 2019, we made it. Thank God. After countless hours and days of binge watching The Office instead of studying or doing homework, we still succeeded and are sitting in this room together for the last time as high school students. The last 4 years we have spent at Thornton High School with one another are unforgettable, and I hate to say that it's coming to an end.
I know it seems like just yesterday you were out on the playground during recess in elementary, having the time of your life. Just yesterday, you were hashing it out in different crowds, trying to balance being a middle school kid and battling the ever-changing hormones that go along with growing up. All of these things led you to the halls of Thornton, where your journey through publication began its final chapter. Our first day of high school was filled with mixed emotions. To some, beginning high school was intimidating. To others, it was exciting. Whatever you felt, we can all agree that it was awkward and nerve-wracking, but it all paid off.
Freshman year was whack. We fed out of place and weren't sure if attending Thornton High School was the right decision. However, as time passed, everything improved for us. We got to know one another and formed our group of friends. We felt like celebrities as we walked down the halls and people greeted us with, "Hello," until we realized it would finish off with, "It's me. Thanks, Adele." In this room today, we have musicians, athletes, business owners, and some who are still trying to find their passion and purpose in life. Sorry, Mom. The road to success always includes many challenges, but this class has the potential to make meaningful changes within society as we embark on our journey into adulthood.
As Winston Churchill once said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. So, my fellow students, I ask that you always have or find the courage to continue whatever it is you decide to do. We are about to enter a whole new world, a world without passing periods, without laughs in the commons, without Friday night lights or prom dates. Maybe even more disappointing, we won't have any more infamous Trojan pep rallies where our principal reveals her blue hair to show her courage. Remember, the strength and courage we have developed at Thornton will carry us through the rest of our lives.
Let's continue to strive to be the best examples we can be and set our best feet forward. Continue to follow passions despite judgment, and definitely continue to put in the hard work, because in the end, it will always pay off. We would like to congratulate each and every member of the class of 2019, and thank you all for the last 4 years we have spent with each other, overcoming challenges to arrive here today. Thank you.
Thank you, Chia and Hao. I would now like to introduce Ms. Karen Shea, Assistant Principal, who will acknowledge the students who have maintained high academic standards during their high school years and who have earned recognitions for their accomplishments. Please welcome Assistant Principal Shea to the podium. Sweetie.
Good afternoon. I would like to begin by acknowledging the members of the National Honor Society who met the service and participation requirements to earn an honor cord. These students are wearing gold honor cords this afternoon. Will our National Honor Society students and their parents please stand and be recognized? Next, I would like to recognize the students who have completed all components of the prestigious International Baccalaureate Diploma program. These students are wearing a silver IB medal and teal and silver honor cords. Will our full IB Diploma program candidates and their parents please stand and be recognized? I would also like to recognize the International Baccalaureate Diploma course candidates. These students have completed one or more IB Diploma classes and are wearing teal and silver honor cords. Will our IB Diploma program course candidate students and their parents please stand and be recognized? Now we would like to recognize our members of the International Thespian Society. Our International Thespian Society members are wearing red honor cords. Will our Thespian Society students and their parents please stand and be recognized? We would also like to recognize members of our Student Congress who have a GPA of 3.0 or above and have met the requirements set by the National Council of Excellence. Honor Student Congress members are wearing red, white, and blue cords this afternoon. Will our Honor Student Congress students and their parents please stand and be recognized? The next honorees are students who have been inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. These students are wearing purple and silver honor cords, and this distinction is also recognized with a seal on their diplomas. Will our National Technical Honor Society students and their parents please stand and be recognized? To date, the Trojan class of 2019 has earned well over $1 million in scholarships. THS is proud of the scholastic achievement of the class of 2019. Please join me in congratulating all Trojans who have earned one or more scholarships. At this time, I ask that all Trojans who have earned scholarships to various colleges please stand. Next, we would like to honor the students who are entering our armed forces to serve our country. Will these students and their parents please stand and be recognized? This year, we have 3 Native American students among our graduates. Mateo Alonzo, who is part of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. Damian Vicente Shea, who is part of the Navajo tribe, and Devonna Nelson, who is part of the Navajo tribe as well. They're all wearing their respective feathers. Would these students and their parents please stand and be recognized? Finally, would every Trojan who has been accepted to an internship, technical school, trade school, 2- or 4-year college or university please stand and be recognized at this time? And let's give all of our academic award winners another round of applause.
At this time, I ask all senior choir members to join the choir on the riser in front of the stage. Please welcome Thornton High School's choir as they sing For Good from Wicked, music and lyrics by Stephen Schwartz.
That beats a boulder halfway through the
Thank you, Thornton High School's choir, for that terrific arrangement. We, the class of 2019, are ready to move forward to our next path in life. Our class tagline is Dream Bigger, Trojans. With this thought in mind, I welcome School Board President Kathy Palmer to the podium to share some parting words in the class of 2019.
That was a beautiful song. I have to wipe a few tears. It's always very special for the Board of Education to be part of graduation ceremonies, and we love this ceremony. It's so personal, and I love the song. So thanks again, choir. I've had the privilege of attending many graduations in my time on the school board. I think I'm about 33, which is great. And one of my favorite traditions is the students selecting their teacher speakers and the class heralds. These individuals are selected for many reasons. Maybe the students like their sense of humor, or their engaging teaching style, or the way they listen and relate to them every day. But the underlying reason that they have been chosen is that they have had an impact. Graduations are a time when we get the chance to honor those who let us know we matter, and to honor those who have played a supporting role in our lives, whether it's our teachers, our family, or our friends. Being recognized as someone who has made a difference in another person's life should be considered the pinnacle of success. The beauty of defining success in this manner is that it is something we all can achieve every day. You can always be the person that someone else needs. We can't solve the world's problems, or maybe even our own very easily some days, but we do always have the power to make the difference for someone else through a kind word or a gesture that lets them know they matter. As Karen Samuelson once said, be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people. You are graduating into a divided world, but I have confidence that you all can make a difference by the power of your ideas, the kindness you show to others, and by the relationships you develop, and by becoming your best selves. You are the hope for our future. Congratulations to the Thornton High School class of 2019.
Thank you, Ms. Plummer. The class of 2019 was asked to identify a staff member to speak as part of our ceremony. It is my honor to welcome Mrs. Kristen McCloskey to the podium to share some parting words of wisdom to the class of 2019.
A couple of kids asked me upstairs if I was going to start crying, and it already happened. So here we go. The class of 2019, oh my. You guys, I started teaching at Thornton High School before most, if not all of you, were born. There are many staff members who have been at Thornton longer than I have. They've been THS Trojans for a really long time. THS graduates, like yourselves, THS family, THS community. There are many newer staff members here now that they are here are Trojans for life. Once a Trojan, always a Trojan. So 19 years is a long time, and then again, it isn't so long. I guarantee you, your families right now are looking at you, trying to imagine where the past 17, 18, 19 years have gone, and us too. You were freshmen, new to high school. You were sophomores and told to live a great story. You were juniors and you made it happen. You are, or were, seniors, and you dared to dream bigger. You are, you were, you will always be Trojans. You are now graduates. You are graduating. You will next matriculate, a fancy word that means you will move out, you will move on, and you will move up. but forever you will be a Thornton High School Trojan. A THS Trojan is someone who knows what it means to truly see people in their humanity, not how they dress, not how they look, not how they act. We see people as humans. A Trojan knows there is so much more to being happy than checking someone else's boxes to success. A Trojan knows we all have important stories, stories that matter, stories that we need to tell, and stories that we know need to be heard. Your first chapters have been written, but there is so much left in your story, in every single one of you. So today, my students, my kiddos, my peeps, the class of 2019, I really do love you. Live a great story, make it happen, and dream bigger. Class of 2019, go seek your adventure. You are our why.
Thank you, Ms. McCloskey. It's hard to believe that you have been serving the THS community for longer than we have been alive. Thank you for your dedication and for your heartfelt message. I also think it's important to know that both Superintendent Godowski and Board of Education member Jamie Lockley are THS alum. We would like to take a moment to recognize Ms. Lockley's graduation, since it is a milestone year. It is the 20th anniversary of her graduation, and we would like to present her with some spirited word to thank her for serving the THS and Adams 12 community. Once a Trojan, always a Trojan. It is now my honor to welcome Principal Scribella to the podium to share her final thoughts and present the 44th graduating class of Thornton High School.
Good afternoon. Almost 4 years ago to the day, I stood at this podium for the first time. I have to be honest, as I stand before you looking out at that beautiful sea of Trojan blue, I am overwhelmed with emotion and memories. We already know I'm gonna cry, so let's just go with it. I remember the first time we met during freshman orientation like it was yesterday. I was the new principal, and you all were our incoming freshman class. I remember putting down the mic, greeting you in my typical loud fashion, and then we attempted our first class cheer. I yelled, 20 what? And I didn't hear anything. I heard crickets. You all just sat there, silence, kind of looking stunned and bewildered. This is how our story begins, but oh my, how it changed pretty quickly. I hope you will always remember chanting, cheering, shooting off confetti poppers and silly string, exploding clouds of baby powder and chalk until they were outlawed, rushing the court, and more as you look back on your high school days. These memories represent the simple, joyous, easy to see and hear displays of your pride the past 4 years. However, your pride in yourselves as individuals, your pride in your collective as a class, and your pride in our community go much deeper than this. Over the past 4 years, you learned how to advocate for yourselves, to ask for help and support, and to question the world around you. You also learned how to support one another during times of tragedy and triumph. As sophomores, we experienced a year of significant loss together. You listened, you hugged, and you comforted one another. As juniors, we experienced more heartbreak and frustration than success in the classroom
on the athletic fields and playing courts, and during the marching season. These moments that almost were led us to this year. The 2018-19 school year marks a climax of sorts in our 4-year-old story. Academic expectations and growth increased. We added the Inspire program and started our senior lock-in tradition. You spent the day sharing stories and vulnerabilities as you talked about your hopes and dreams for the future. Our football team started to share their jerseys on a weekly basis to express their gratitude. Our Key Club made sandwiches and delivered them to people in need, and one of our senior English classes purchased and served meals at the gathering place. Our new traditions this year, they highlight our shared values, so I know they will endure. 2019 continued with both our boys and girls basketball teams having extremely successful seasons, which culminated in a doubleheader victory over the Norse. Just saying. Our wrestling team sent 4 guys to state, and we had our first female wrestler on the podium as well. Both our girls' tennis team and our boys' baseball team had their best seasons in over a decade. Our girls' gymnastics team placed in the top 5 in the state, and our marching band made the state competition for the first time in 12 years. It has truly been a year to remember. I could go on, and you all know that I could. And I could highlight every story that has transpired the past 4 years. There are tons. However, I want to fast forward to your final day of high school. It was the loudest, the longest countdown, cheer, and celebration of people we have experienced. Watching you in the Upper Commons, the Gorge, and at the barbecue, in the gym during our rainy sunset, drove home how much you care about one another as individuals, as a class, and as our community. Our new narrative can and should be attributed to your collective actions. People might identify 2016 as the turning point at Thornton High School, but they will absolutely recognize the class of 2019 for realizing the hopes defined by their peers. Eleanor Bedford stated, "When people are encouraged to identify and empathize with others and then act on that feeling, it can become a driving force for change. When it gains enough momentum to reach the tipping point, this force can literally change the course of human history." Class of 2019, you embodied this quote every single day. You are more than students. Your leadership, your encouragement, your pride, and your empathy for one another, for our entire community, is what has taken THS past the tipping point. Thank you. As you leave the halls of THS and embark on the next step of your journey, I encourage and even challenge you to take this momentum with you. As you continue to move forward, your Trojan family will always be with you. The skills you have learned, coupled with the characteristics you possess, will empower you to reach and exceed your potential and your dreams. Always remember, strength comes from seeking out help. Mistakes are learning opportunities. Seeing and understanding things from multiple perspectives leads to true understanding, empathy, and humanity. Perseverance equates to success, and respect, caring, and love are greater than everything else. Finally, I would like to personally thank you. We started together. I will not be graduating with you, but you will always, always have a special place in my heart. It has been an honor and a privilege to work alongside each and every one of you. Thank you for an amazing 4 years. Thank you for writing an incredible 4 chapters in our story. Thank you for sharing your lives. I love you guys. Dream bigger. And peace out, 2019. And I love you all back. Thank you, my darlings. Superintendent Godowski, members of the Board of Education, and executive members of district administration, it is an honor for me to certify that the students seated before you have met or exceeded the requirements for graduation established by Thornton High School, District 12, and the state of Colorado. It gives me great pleasure to present to you the Thornton High School class of 2019.
Thank you, Ms. Scribella. The presentation of the graduating class from principal to superintendent and then on to the Board of Education has a long history founded on the most basic of math skills. The journey to graduation culminates with your counselors confirming that you've successfully completed at least 23 credits spread across a variety of disciplines and electives. In a couple of years, in response to some state legislation, we'll add some additional requirements, largely in the form of test scores, as a condition for graduation. The changes we've made in public education over the years to increase the depth, breadth, and quality of your education are all well-intended steps to better prepare you for a productive life. In the end, though, it's the qualities that we cannot measure, the values and beliefs held deep in your heart and soul, that are most on my mind as I prepare to present your class to the Board of Education. The recent shooting at the STEM school in Highlands Ranch, along with those that occur frequently at places of worship, places of employment, institutions of learning, shopping malls, and entertainment venues throughout our nation, remind us that quantitative measurements alone fall well short in identifying the characteristics we desire in you as you leave us as graduates and enter our community as young adults. It's certainly important that you're able to speak and write clearly, have solid math skills, understand scientific principles, have learned about history and structures of government, and appreciate the importance of the arts, health, and exercise in a well-balanced life. I submit that it is more important, however, that you leave us with hearts and minds committed to respecting all others who share this life with you and to breaking loose from the destructive shackles of hate that permeate so much of our society. We found an endless number of ways to hate one another. Some choose to hate based upon race or color. Others choose to hate based upon sexual orientation, religious beliefs, economic status, political affiliations, and a long list of other characteristics and values. Social media channels make it easier than ever and more convenient to spread the hate through pinpointed and group messages alike. As a result, we've all become too familiar with situations in which those who spew the hate or have been the recipients of it take violent actions as their amplified means of expressing hate or responding to it. I am grateful to those present today who have taken steps to change the way we interact with one another, whether it's through active participation in Day Without Hate activities at school or through developing a relationship of respect and kindness with those much different than you. I am proud of those of you present today who have, through experiences at school, with family, or by participation in community or faith activities, internalized the values of genuine respect, care, and concern for all others, notwithstanding their differences. And for those of you who find yourselves too often consumed with hate or comfortably familiar with it, my hope is that you'll make this area of growth and development your top priority. Your quality of life and the quality of life for all of us here depends on it. And so, given Ms. Scribella's certification that you have met or exceeded the district's academic requirements for graduation, and with hopes that each of you will take forward with you a commitment to values of respect and kindness to all, it is my privilege to certify to the Adams 12 Five-Star Schools Board of Education that this Thornton High School class of 2019 are eligible to receive their diplomas. Congratulations, fellow Trojans.
Superintendent Godowski, we will now present the Thornton High School class of 2019 with their diplomas. Guys, it's time. Announcing the class of 2019 is Mr. Neil Mager and Mr. Jeremy Miller. Our Board of Education will present graduates with their diplomas. All right, stand up. Don't forget your note cards. Down on the side, get your pictures taken first. Go. All right, honored guests.
Alexis Amaya.
Stephen Helgeson.
T. Long.
Ann Doe.
Hao On Liu.
Gia Ibanez.
Ruth Ramirez Rosales.
Angelo Ricardo Garcia.
Angel Zamudia Gallegos.
Maya Vargas.
Bethany Goodman.
Daniela Benitez Vasquez.
Yareni Gallegos.
Naisha Ingledow.
Cameron Cecido.
Daniela Mora.
Aiden Johnson.
Carmelita Leal.
Shane Eggers.
Carla Zambrano Lopez.
Juan Aguirre.
Leslie De La Cruz Rios.
Alani Grajeda.
Alba Duran Lucero.
Jolene Grajeda. Graneo.
Nemi Vizcara Chaedez.
Noelia Garcia Mayorga.
Alexa Maria Garcia.
Clarissa Gamboa.
Ruby Puentes Valdez.
Mackenzie Lebsock.
Juan Martinez Adame.
Morgan Zendejas.
Drake Zartman.
Sitlali Castorena Vasquez.
Keaton Miller.
Jose Avales Reyes.
Christopher Husky.
Giselle Cabral Caldera.
Brian Becerra Vargas.
Montserrat Aguirre.
Bailey Castillo.
Marilyn Marufo.
Christian Barnett.
Luis Chavez Cordova.
Kaylee Catalano.
Edgar Venegas Gutierrez.
Joseph Weinstein.
Jose Miron Lozano.
Jaden Vega.
Ashley Berrigan.
Meridian Montoya.
Michelle Castillo.
Samantha Wheatley.
Nayeli Luivano Diaz.
Alicia Westling.
Shaylise Ramos Costello.
Rebecca Lynn De Lorenza.
Eric Godwin.
Irene Gonzalez.
Shea Doubledee.
Maggie Guerrero Velasco.
Nelson Bellinger.
Tiana Aragon Vargas.
Ryan Luvanos.
Jerry Deichman.
Alonzo Barcenas Vasquez.
Jonathan Tau.
Carlos Rascon Montez.
Lupe Gonzalez.
Isaiah Villa.
Angel Gomez.
Larissa Moreles Munoz.
Naomi Sanchez.
Yaret Lozano Torres.
Valerie Villarreal.
Roy Para Herrera.
Santana Lucero.
Jose Gorola Arias.
Guillermo Martinez.
Destiny Juarez.
Adolfo Rodriguez.
Leo Hampton Hernandez.
Andre Galvez.
Luciano Olivas.
Justin Paz Armenta.
Liana Paulson.
Brandon Lechuga.
Brianna Payon.
Sergio Del Rio Sotelo.
Antonia Caro.
Marco Cavanis.
Devin Briley.
Giovanni Contreras.
Michelle Alvarado Ramirez.
Vanessa Coronado Solis.
Carla Rodriguez de la Cruz.
Sayala Momandi.
Annette Rodriguez.
Lindsay Salazar Soto.
Paola Nava Arjan.
Cindy Wynn.
Stormy Praska.
Mariah Hallhart.
Betsaida Guerrera Zuniga.
Michael Mace.
Rebecca Laurent.
Jasmine Miller.
Amanda Weiss.
William Watoon.
Matthew Martin.
Benjamin Grant.
Chaz George.
Cameron Navarez.
Natalia Acosta Mendoza.
Carlos Alan Villalobos Gutierrez.
Michelle Romero.
Javier Iboa Fierros.
Danya Acosta.
Chinadu Egbune.
Sebastian Delvo.
Jesse Modica.
Anthony Martinez.
Jalissa Henderson.
Zaira Torres Moreno.
Miriam Masimbi.
Jonathan Salazar.
Leonardo Martinez Aguilera.
Matthew Lindeman.
Anthony Delvo.
Nathaniel Quintanilla.
Melanie Espinoza.
Nelly Loya Montoya.
Yoselin Gutierrez.
Hector Vargas Ramirez.
Larissa Espinoza.
Lynn Nguyen.
Alyssa Garcia Martinez.
Asiel Lopez.
Jose Palares Treviso.
Jose Mendez Robles.
Osvaldo Marquez Martinez.
Noel Palacio Lopez.
Mario Gaeta.
Christian Perez Herrera.
Jesus Garcia Flores.
Ryan Mays.
Astel Valenzuela.
Daniel Phillips.
Maria Jimenez Hernandez.
Brandon Batista.
Francesca Castillo.
Adam Mancias.
Victoria Escobedo.
Angelique Courtney.
Dario Juarez Gonzalez.
Maria Ortiz Martel.
Ricardo Solano.
Jordan Fanfare.
Mateo Alonso.
Samantha Morales.
Julian Chavez.
Israel Alegria Avila.
Aaron Villegas.
Caleb Alt.
Samantha Cabral.
Maddie Taylor.
Isaiah Archuleta.
Alexander Plant.
Hunter Schnabel.
Samantha Chavez.
Joseph Candelaria.
Christian Gang.
Elijah San Cyprian.
Michaela Klein.
Taylor Donahue.
Leibin Yang.
Jasmine Perez.
Christopher Kilgore.
Francisco Martinez Ledesma.
Miguel Hurtado.
Alejandro Lozano Gonzalez.
Marco Leon Sosa.
Cynthia Cortez.
Brian Prado.
Juana Casas.
Saul Salas.
Brianna Solis.
Luis Sanchez Montoya.
Jose Valencia Molina.
Josh Tran.
Yvette Casillas.
Carrie Colon Quinones.
Lourdes Marquez,
Mariana Gutierrez,
Cindy Ontiveros Solis,
Mitzi Torres,
Anaí Gonzalez Rodriguez,
Viviana Delgado,
Cecilia Nguyen,
Hunter Harris,
Jaden Whitaker,
David Clark,
Jasmine Elena Rico Granillo,
Eric Chung,
Adrian Alejandro Martinez,
Kaylee Silvers,
Mariah Delgado,
Jared Micah Padernis,
Haley Fitch,
Emily Clark,
Kaya Vons Vizzi,
Natalie Monsivice,
Daniel Sipe,
Nicole Maldonado,
Danae Pacheco,
Jordan Thompson,
Ryan Gibson,
Giovanni Guzman Montanez,
Trinity Beckstead,
Esteban Perez,
Tara Hodges,
Haley LaRue,
Jasmine Eaton,
Jimena Duran Chacon,
Matea Baca,
Tony Moreno,
Brian Garcia Lorta,
Peyton Aragon,
Jeffrey Cervantes Carrillo,
Danielle Pease,
Ivan Parada,
Isaac Johns,
Juliana Arellano Romero,
Donnie Cesares,
Eileen Chacon Valenzuela,
Michael Cortez,
Rudy Duran,
Jordan Wood,
Baltazar Cuevas,
Jetty Christensen,
Jordan Lamora,
Marcus Correa,
Anna Madrano,
Lucy Trujillo,
Evelyn Hernandez,
April B. Perez,
Jared Lamora.
Fabiola Castilla Hernandez.
Aaron Rasmussen.
Hugo Becerra Lares.
Aramis Espinoza.
Matthew Clark.
Alejandro Herrera.
James Young.
Jason Mushabe.
Angelo Romero.
Carlos Carrasco.
Adrian Prieto.
Damien Vicente Shea.
Joseph Valdez.
Methuselah Rosales.
Damian Hawkins Martinez.
Timothy Sanders.
Ricardo Poole.
Xavier Ward.
Traquan Scott Roberts.
Daniel Reyes Molina.
Noah Juarez.
Elizabeth Mock.
Eric Padilla.
Edgar Rangel Hernandez.
Julian Padilla.
Leah Mast.
Sebastian Chevy-Klerski.
Gage Judish Gary.
Miguel Espino.
Wendy Medina Morales.
Roman Carrillo Escobedo.
Joanna Zapata.
Ayla Aguiar.
Kiana Rodriguez.
Robert Fath.
Dionisia Castellano.
Jacob Heckart.
Carlos Almaguer.
Anthony Westling.
Naomi Baluni.
Zachariah Medina.
Desiree Mackey.
Oscar Lozano.
Daisy Gil Zapeda.
Antonio Rodriguez.
Ana Cristina Robles.
Alan Castillo Bastillos.
Amanda Rose Martinez.
Isaac Villasana.
Jose Pastor Hernandez.
Ready?
We're standing. I kind of like it. Let's just go with it.
Graduates, at the conclusion of the ceremony, you'll be exiting the floor the same way you entered. You will pick up your diplomas on the south end of the field house. This is where we lined up for graduation. Once you have your diploma, please meet your family and friends on the lawn outside of the event center to celebrate your graduation. Parents, please remain in the stands until all graduates and staff have entered and exited the floor. Please exit up the stairs and meet your graduates outside. At this point in time, I ask all THS staff seated behind the class of 2019 and on the center aisle to stand and move to the stairs exiting the floor.
Hold on, look, they're listening. They're gonna do that next.
Huh? No. Go ahead, stay there.
Are you good? Can I go?
Oh, I love it.
Graduates, remember we'll reverse our order and have the last row of graduates lead the way off the floor. We'll give you a signal when it's time to go.
Graduates, please rise. One last parting thought is our class quote from Drake, as he once said at his graduation. Sometimes it's the journey that teaches you a lot about your destination. These are our final moments as Trojans. So let's take a graduation selfie to commemorate this event. Ready?
You guys ready? Count.
Please join me in my last official act as president of the class of 2019 in the turning of the tassels to signify our graduation from Thornton High School. On the count of 3, please use your left hand to turn your tassel from right to left. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Go crazy.